we have decided to look at The Tone of Voice in The Man He Killed by Thomas Hardy. Thomas Hardy was an English novelist who wrote several poems about war. He had doubts about the British Empire, and it made him question the purpose of killing others for the sake of war. Dictionary.com states that tone is a particular quality, way of sounding, modulation, or intonation of the voice as expressive of some meaning, feeling, spirit.
So I take it that none of you have really read this poem, so we'll just do a quick summary here. The setting takes place during the Second Boer War, which involved the British Empire and the South African Republic. The speaker is that of a British infantry soldier who was on the front lines. When he comes face to face with an enemy, they both exchange shots. The speaker ultimately kills the enemy and begins to think about it. He thinks, if they had met anywhere outside of the war, they could have been friends. He questions why he is killing people in the first place. The men he is against are just like him, poor and in need of help. By the end of the poem, the speaker tells himself that he has done the right thing. Throughout the poem, the speaker also uses different tones of voice in order to illustrate the different emotions that he is feeling.
The tone of the first two stanzas illustrates the pride that he feels after accomplishing his job. Hardy wrote, "I shot at him as he at me, and killed him in his place," which shows that his job was to kill the enemy he was up against. He was put into a powerless position of having to follow others and used his pride to justify the fact that he would have to kill or be killed.
The tone of the third stanza indicates the guilt that the soldier is overcome with after he realizes that he is unsure of why he killed the man. The quote from the poem reads, "I shot him dead because he was my foe. Just so, my foe of course he was. That's clear enough. Although." The speaker pauses to illustrate his lack of understanding of the situation. 2 lines later, the soldier realizes the man was just as he was, out of work and had no other way out, which leads him down a path of guilt. But then
he has a feeling of reassurance. And after those feelings of guilt, we see him reassuring himself that he did the right thing for the right reason. He repeats to himself over and over that the man he killed was his foe and wouldn't think anything more of it. In the fourth stanza of the poem, he also states, "Yes, quaint and curious war is."
Ironic.
This is a pretty ironic statement because, as he was talking about in the earlier stanzas, he would have met the man anywhere else but the war. He could have been friends. For example, they talk about meeting at an inn in the first stanza. And so he is reassuring himself by downplaying the incident of the killing in order to make himself feel better.
Throughout the poem, the speaker used different tones of voice to illustrate different emotions. The feelings include pride, guilt, and insurance, which were expressed by the different stanzas. Because of the tone of voice in the last stanza, we are able to conclude that the speaker has reverted back to his feeling of his initial prideful state. He has decided that he will repress his guilty consciousness. Hardy was able to use the tone of voice in order to show his own personal emotions about war in this poem. Instead of writing a poem that was just cynical about war, he made a much more dramatic piece. Whether or not that is the right thing to do, think of how you would handle the situation.
Thanks for